Will Battlefield 6 kill Call of Duty? Right now, Battlefield 6 is looking like the result of someone typing, "make me a perfect Battlefield game" in ChatGPT. And even though we're starting to get some new teasers about Black Ops 7 and the multiplayer reveal is roughly 2 weeks out, there is definitely a strong sentiment right now that Battlefield has a chance to kill Call of Duty this year. But is that really true?
Let's find out.
What even is a Call of Duty killer? This is a term that has been thrown around a lot over the years. Back in the day, it felt like people used the term in a much more literal sense. And these people might not have actually been fans of Call of Duty, and they actually just wanted the game to die and be overtaken by games like Halo or Battlefield, or a similar game competing in the same space. But nowadays, it feels like the term COD killer means something slightly different. It seems like now it's mostly used by Call of Duty fans who are either getting burnt out on the recent types of Call of Duty games in the last few years, and they want another game to offer some serious competition and possibly even overtake Call of Duty as the most popular FPS game or the highest selling game of the year. And man, oh man, we've seen a lot of games attempt this. We've had Iron Sights, X-Defiant, and Splitgate 2. Those are just some to name. I know there's lots of others out there, but I think a lot of us would argue that it just simply didn't work. And it's actually kind of made the term Call of Duty killer sound ridiculous over time, since it doesn't really feel like any game can truly dethrone COD. But that is where Battlefield enters the chat. You guys might remember that back in 2016, something pretty insane happened. The Infinite Warfare trailer was shown to the world, and it became one of the most disliked videos on YouTube at the time. Call of Duty players were tired of getting futuristic exosuits back to back to back. And the only saving grace was that Modern Warfare Remastered was being teased at the end of the trailer. So even if Call of Duty players didn't vibe with what Infinite Warfare was going to offer for that year, Modern Warfare Remastered was always a backup option. But not that long after the Infinite Warfare trailer, the Battlefield 1 trailer dropped, and it took the entire internet by storm. The BF1 trailer was absolutely iconic, and it pretty much received universal praise and had Battlefield and Call of Duty fans wondering if this could actually be the year that Battlefield might kill Call of Duty. Well, here's the thing. I remember looking at the sales for both games back in 2016 and 2017, and even after all of the Infinite Warfare trailer dislikes and the insane amounts of Battlefield 1 hype, Infinite Warfare still sold more copies than Battlefield 1 that year. And if you're wondering why or how this could be, it's pretty simple. Bundling Modern Warfare Remastered with Infinite Warfare and using that nostalgia to get players to buy the game worked. And as someone whose first Call of Duty game was Call of Duty 4 and regards it as one of the best of all time, it was absolutely worth buying MWR and sinking tons of days into the multiplayer. Now, I still bought and played a ton of Battlefield 1 as well, and the game was incredible. But it's crazy to think that simply remastering a classic COD game and bundling it with Infinite Warfare was most likely the difference maker in the sales. Now fast forward to 2025 and we're in a very similar situation again, except this time Battlefield 6 has dropped not only trailers first, but also gameplay as well. As I'm sure you guys know by now, I was invited to this early access events for Battlefield 6. I've already had a chance to play the game. Literally the last video I made was my honest review of Battlefield 6. If you guys haven't seen that video, I would highly recommend checking it out after this one if you guys wanted to learn more about the game and also get my honest feedback and thoughts on the game so far. So for this video, I'm not going to just drag on and glaze Battlefield 6, but it was a very fun experience. I had a great time. But real quickly, I'll just say that the game looked amazing. The sound design was incredible. The game had a great feel. The gunplay was super solid, and there are some amazing features coming to the game later down the road, especially Portal coming back into Battlefield 6, but also having support for custom map making, as well as being able to more finely tune the custom experiences. I think that's going to be a massive selling point and a huge feature for the game. On top of the fact that at some points, Battlefield 6 is also going to have a playable battle royale. Oh, and the game's also going to have a single player campaign, which Battlefield 2042 didn't. Just in general, pretty much everything that we've seen or heard about Battlefield 6 so far has been just a massive W, and things are looking very good for BF6. So yeah, if we had to compare Battlefield 6 to Black Ops 6, it's a no-brainer as to what game people are more excited for. Now, you guys might have seen me make this post a couple days ago on YouTube, but I ran a poll asking you guys between Black Ops 6 Season 5 and the Battlefield 6 Open Beta, which are you playing next week? And with over 50,000 votes, which by the way, thank you guys so much for actually voting and participating in this poll, only 6% of those votes went to Black Ops 6 Season 5, and the other 94% of the votes went to the Battlefield 6 Open Beta. And I think it goes without saying that I wasn't using this poll as a means to hate on Call of Duty. I was purely just trying to gauge interest because I want to know what I should be playing and posting for you guys coming up this week, because I've got the early access to Battlefield 6. I mean, I've already downloaded the game. I've got my settings ready to go. I cannot wait to play and record and stream this game. But at the same time, Season 5 is the last season for Black Ops 6, and I'm closing closing in on reaching Prestige Legend. I finished all the camo grinds, and there is some decent looking content coming to the game. But even with that being said, the people have spoken. You guys clearly are more excited for Battlefield 6, and I'm definitely going to factor that in when it comes to making content. But what I did find pretty interesting in reading the comments on the poll is that it seems like most people who are still playing Black Ops 6 are mostly wanting to play Season 5 to experience the final zombies map, The Reckoning. But yeah, when it comes to Battlefield 6 versus Black Ops 7 though, this is where things take a much different turn. We're kind of in uncharted territory right now. We've only seen a little teaser of Black Ops 7 so far, and actual multiplayer gameplay for Black Ops 7 is going to be revealed at Gamescom this year in roughly 2 weeks. We do have some details about Black Ops 7 so far though. BO7 is going to support a co-op campaign, which hasn't happened since Black Ops 3. We know the game is going to be taking place in the near future around 2035, but they have also confirmed that there will not be exosuits and there won't be wall running. However, there will be an evolution of the Omni movement system, and we do kind of have some rumors and speculation about that, but we're not completely sure yet because again, we haven't seen gameplay. It's also rumored that round-based zombies will be returning in Black Ops 7, and there's potentially going to be a remake or remaster of Transit from Black Ops 2. And because Microsoft and Xbox own Call of Duty now, it will most likely be coming to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate as well. Another differentiating factor between Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6 is that Black Ops 7 will still be releasing on last-gen consoles, which is a plus for those who haven't upgraded to a next-gen console or bought a PC. If you want to play Battlefield 6, you do have to own either a PS5 or an Xbox Series X or a PC to play the game. And there's even a potential that Black Ops 7 will be releasing on the Switch too. So even though we don't have full gameplay quite yet, and we're not sure how Black Ops 7 might turn out, it's still too early to completely write the game off. In order to make a more balanced comparison, we need to see some actual Black Ops 7 gameplay and also get a chance to play some sort of beta to see how it will truly stack up against Battlefield 6. Now, in fairness, if Black Ops 7 struggles with some of the same issues that BO6 suffered from, like skill-based matchmaking, crazy skins, lack of post-launch content and support in multiplayer, and the anti-cheat not being proactive enough to stop cheaters, then I do think this will be a major pain point for Call of Duty this year. But if they manage to get on top of those things, then it could end up being a pretty solid year for Black Ops 7. I'm also now really curious to see if the marketing strategy for Call of Duty might change due to the competition from Battlefield. As some of you guys might know, there have been rumors for a very long time now that full remasters of the original Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 have been created, but they haven't been released yet. It's been rumored that these remastered games are essentially rainy day projects that can be released at any time, and that they haven't been released as of yet because they don't want to split or fragment the player bases. But again, if you look back at 2016 with Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, they went ahead and did it anyway in order to survive the competition from Battlefield 1. So with that in mind, is it possible that they might finally give us a full remaster of an older Call of Duty game to survive the competition from Battlefield 6? Or do you think Black Ops 7 will be able to fully compete with Battlefield 6 on its own? Regardless of whatever happens, this is a very, very interesting year for both Call of Duty and Battlefield fans. The competition is very welcomed, and I do think it's going to drive both games to be the best that they can be. It's also worth keeping in mind that GTA 6 will be dropping next year, and I'm curious to see if this could also end up affecting how Call of Duty specifically approaches marketing and decision making in 2026, since it's currently rumored that we'll be getting Modern Warfare 4 that year. Maybe, just maybe, remastering the classic COD games could end up happening again, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. For now, I'll be focusing on trying to make the best possible content on both Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7 for you guys once both games come out, since I love both games. I did also want to share some quick Battlefield 6 news with you guys, since I know a lot of you guys are wanting to get on the game and play it as soon as possible. During the early access period of the Battlefield 6 open beta, there will be drops enabled on Twitch if you watch 30 minutes of any creator streaming the game, and I will absolutely be streaming Battlefield 6 day one. So if you guys want a chance to get those drops, you can follow me on Twitch. The link is in the description of every video, and I'll have it pinned in the comments of this one as well. And there will also be even more Twitch drop rewards enabled once the open beta goes live for everyone else. And again, I will be streaming during this period as well, so you guys can get your drops. Preloading for the Battlefield 6 open beta has already begun, so if you have early access, you can already download the game and you can start tweaking your settings beforehand. It's also worth mentioning that you will need secure boot enabled in order to play on PC. This is due to Javelin anti-cheat requiring it in order to play and offer a safer experience. I didn't know what the setting was, but I learned where to go in my BIOS and update things. For me, it was already enabled, but I had to switch this one setting from other OS to Windows UEFI, and that got things working for me, so not too bad. One thing that's also pretty neat is that apparently simply just playing in the Battlefield 6 open beta will unlock a brand new sniper rifle for you to use in Battlefield 2042 if you're still playing the game. And Call of Duty Ghosts fans might be excited to hear that the Lynx is the sniper rifle reward. And honestly, even though it's been a while since I last played Battlefield 2042, I'm kind of curious to see what it will be like in the game. But you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Battlefield 6 will kill Call of Duty this year? I'd love to know what you guys think. And with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see some more Battlefield 6 stuff, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys later.
Outcome. Train good.